This week, I met with the family of a 5-year-old little boy who we'll call Adam, and Adam is in kindergarten, and he's having very typical struggles I tend to see of 5-year-old boys with ADHD in kindergarten, having to do with emotional dysregulation, some aggression and impulsivity. And one of the things that I asked the parents about were what kind of strategies was the school using to support Adam in school. And some of the things they shared with me are very typical things that I hear in elementary school. So things like getting him to verbalize feeling words, and when he's starting to get dysregulated, taking him over to the feeling board so he can move the popsicle stick, up and down the feeling board. And what the parents shared was those things were actually making him more dysregulated in school. They were doing the opposite of helping. So we talked about what has been helping at home, and I was really happy to hear that the strategies in scaffolding better behavior and creating daily expectations, which are 2 courses in the ADHD Dude membership site, have really helped Adam's behavior at home. So I told the parents to share those strategies with the teachers and also share the downloadable cheat sheets that have the terms used in the program. So there would be some common language and strategies used across the board, because the more consistency Adam would have across home and school, the more that would help him. And one of the things I found was the parents were a little hesitant to tell the teachers this, because I think they wanted to be respectful of the professionals, which I really appreciate as a former school social worker. One of the things I often find in elementary schools is that the teachers and support professionals are so focused on helping kids verbalize feeling words and talk about feelings. And often what I find is that that makes things worse for kids, not better, especially little boys. And one of the things you need to understand is that boys' brains access emotional language differently than girls' brains. Girls' brains actually access emotional language faster. And the other part of this is, particularly for kids with ADHD, the more they talk about negative feelings, the more they have a propensity to ruminate on them or get stuck, because cognitive flexibility, so the ability to be adaptable and move on, that's an aspect of executive functioning. And as we know, ADHD is an executive function developmental delay. So that's why I told the parents they really should share with the school staff about which strategies they're using at home that have been helpful to Adam. And also, it's okay to let them know that getting him to verbalize feeling words or taking him over to the feelings chart, that those things are escalating him. So for example, one of the things the school was doing with the best of intentions, where they were trying to incentivize Adam not getting aggressive by giving him some kind of reward at the end of the day. Well, for a 5-year-old, their time horizon or their ability to visualize the future is very short. So requiring Adam to wait until the end of the day to get some kind of reward, that's too far out of his time horizon. Therefore, it wasn't motivating to him. And this is why one of the strategies I teach is to help kids get through non-preferred tasks or to incentivize daily expectations being done. The reward or incentive has to be rather immediate, because kids with ADHD live in the moment and they learn in the moment. And that's actually why individual therapy, play therapy, and so on are not evidence-based recommended treatments for kids with ADHD, because they can't, learn coping skills in a therapist's office or calming techniques and then be expected to, use it a week or 2 later. That's not how the ADHD brain works. The way we support elementary schoolers with ADHD is through parent training, which I provide through the membership site, and that is the American Academy of Pediatrics evidence-based recommended treatment for kids with ADHD. And the other way is through school supports, which the school was doing, but they just needed to be adapted to work more congruently with the way Adam's brain works. The reason I wanted to make this video was to say to you, it's okay to share with the school staff at your child's school what strategies you find at home work well for your child. And I will tell you, as a school social worker, I always appreciated it when parents shared that information with us. And I also shared that information with my son's teachers, because I knew that my son could be argumentative and oppositional. So I wanted to help them understand to not give any attention to those behaviors, because if they did, they were just feeding into it. And they were really appreciative when I explained this to them, because it helped them manage his behavior much more effectively. I hope this is helpful. I will speak to you soon. Take care.